Hello and welcome to Student Life Rundown with Kit and...
Kit. No, wait, I'm Tony.
This is the weekly show where we talk about everything that's happening in student life. Tony, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Tony,
I am ready for another edition.
Coming flying in off the top rope, just like always.
Always.
So Tony, previously on Student Life, what happened the last week that was fun or interesting or important?
Man, I'd say the superlatives has to be our biggest, exciting moment from this past week. It went great. We had a wonderful time. We had some delicious pasta. We gave out awards. We shared some laughs, had some dances. It was a great time.
Yeah, I saw some of the footage from it that I think Heather posted some from it. It looked like so much fun. And the decorations, some of which ended up in various places around the church after.
That is correct, yeah. Lauren and Kaylin both did a great job helping me get everything set up as far as decorations and decor. Both of them were a huge help in making that happen.
Yeah, thank you. And I just heard great things about, the awards and everything. So it sounds like a fun night.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a preview. We are running out of spring, Tony.
We are.
But it's not over yet. What's coming up this week?
Well, we are about to wrap up our semester. The Superlatives was our final Sunday night, so we are not meeting on Sunday nights again for the rest of the semester. We will pick up Sunday nights again in the fall. We do still have 2 more Wednesday nights. We have tomorrow night, and then we have the 14th, and those will be our last 2 Wednesdays of the semester.
It's hard to believe that it's coming to an end so quickly.
Crazy. So tomorrow night, as of this recording, we record on Tuesdays. Tomorrow night, we will close out the book of Ephesians. We're in the final half of Ephesians chapter 6, where we look at this iconic passage where Paul talks about the armor of God. I'm excited to dive into that with students as we look at all that means to our lives today and how we have a mindset prepared for the spiritual battles that we're going to face in this life. I know we're also going to be welcoming the rising 7th graders.
Yes.
We've got a little something planned for you guys as well. I'm super excited to bring you guys into student life.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Upcoming dates, what do we need to be thinking about in the future?
So as we wrap up the semester Wednesday, May 14th, we will pick back up again Wednesday, June 4th. And that'll be when we start to gather at Finley Park. We're going to have some times together where we gather there. We'll still have some kind of youth group gatherings. We'll have some time where we gather. We play some outdoor games together. Lord willing, with the weather, and we'll still have much like we did last summer, where we had kind of those Finley Park hangouts. It'll be a good casual setting for us to still gather, still look at the Word of God together, and still praise the Lord together.
Yeah, and my memories of being a student-aged individual. Those informal gatherings, the theology and scripture and all that was important, informative, and essential. The community building and the fellowship and the games are just happy, warm memories. Summer is a great time to be to be a student-aged person. So.
Absolutely. Oh, and the one other thing to have on your calendars. We can still use more help for VBS, so students, if you're willing to sign up for VBS, we would love to have you guys. I know we have a particular need for crew leaders. We definitely need some crew leaders, so students, if you're interested in helping at VBS, which will be June 8th to 11th, I'd love to see some more of you guys sign up to be crew leaders. That'd be a huge help.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, deep dive, Tony.
Yeah.
So Tony, I want to know about your scars.
Yeah.
Do you have any cool scars? Any impressive scars? Any injuries? Good war stories?
Sure. The ones that I can think of, they're not crazy visible if you're not looking for them. So probably the most recent scar that I got was on the side of my right thumb. I have a scar here where back when I worked when I was working at a golf store, I got sloppy re-gripping somebody's golf club. Part of that process involves you have to use a hook blade and get underneath a rubber golf grip, and you have to cut it off. And I was sloppy with where I had placed my hand, and I slipped with the blade and caught part of my thumb. And so there is still a scar there. You can see if you're looking closely at it. But one of the more interesting ones, and I'm shocked this one didn't leave a bigger scar, but one that I remember from a long time ago. Growing up, we had a lake in the backyard. And I know my dad and my brothers would sometimes like to fish in that lake, and nothing too crazy in there, but there was enough fish that you could get a couple things out. And I remember one instance. This was a long time ago. I had to have been maybe 7, 8. I'm ballparking. I'm sitting probably 10, 12 feet behind my brother as he's going to cast into the
Ooh.
lake. And the hook came and it actually went through my lip.
He hooked
He
you.
did. He hooked my bottom lip. And it's honestly, I'm shocked I don't have more of a scar from that because it went all the way through and it was a mess.
Uh, what was the process? Dare I ask? What was the process of getting it out?
Yeah, so we naturally we cut the line.
Content warning.
Yeah, so we cut the line, and basically what we had to do is we found a way to maneuver the hook back through and pull it out, and we kind of bandaged me up. I wound up fine. I didn't have any serious issue from that. Believe it or not, strangely enough, didn't end up getting some crazy infection.
Yeah.
I mean, it was certainly
What an experience.
it
Oof.
was one of the experiences of all time.
I like to fish, and I fish not very often, but I fished a lot in my life. And that is the thing, you always worry about is getting caught or catching someone else. Wow.
It's not a recommended experience, I would say.
You wouldn't do it again?
I wouldn't. I would choose to not do that one again. Me personally, that's just my flavor.
Your mileage may vary. Not making a judgment for everybody. Well, my scars are mostly bike related. I used to have one on my knee. I still have a little white one on my finger from running into a brick mailbox when I was riding my bike one morning. And then this elbow from, you ride and you cut a corner too close and your pedal catches and then the whole thing skids off. So I've got those. Those are the main ones. I've got a back injury from playing softball when I was 17 or 16 maybe. And there was a guy that was coming out, and I was no. This wasn't that's his injury, not mine. I went back for a ball, and it was over my head, and I didn't turn and look for it, and so I kind of jumped, and I missed it by like 3 feet, and I landed right on my back, and it still haunts me to this day. But injuries aren't necessarily the end of the world. They cause pain, and that's just part of life. You take risks, and sometimes things don't work out the way you want to.
That's true.
You do the best with what you got left. So, all right. So those are the physical scars. Now the emotional, psychological scars. Probably you won't be able to deal with that.
Probably best left for
probably
my therapist.
best left for
best left for my therapist. Yeah.
Paid professional. So Tony.
Yes.
It's time to find out. Does Tony know?
I love these.
You are playing against Erica Perry.
Okay.
Our very own. So not a student, but she once was a student, I'm pretty sure. And she is the director of ministry operations. That sounds right.
Sounds correct.
Here at LifePoint. And I asked her to choose the category. She chose Christmas.
I love it.
We're going to have Christmas in May.
I love it.
All right. This is a deeply biblical set of questions.
Sure.
So first question, Tony. Which prophet said that Jesus would be born in Bethlehem?
Micah.
Micah is correct. Very good. Very good. These are going to get progressively less and less biblical, strictly biblical.
Sure.
Per Britannica.com, the modern Christmas tree, and I'm going to loosely define that as a decorated fir tree with biblical tradition around Christmas time,
Sure.
originated in around the 16th century in which country? Which country gave us the Christmas tree?
I'll go Germany.
Germany is correct. Wow, 2 for 2. So this might be the clean sweep. If you get this next one, it's going to be really impressive. When was Christmas made a U.S. federal holiday? So when was Christmas? I mean, who knows how long it's been a holiday, but like a federal official state holiday.
Is my answer on this? Are we playing more closest to the pin here?
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, if you
Sure.
nail it, you get it. But
I'm gonna say probably about 1890.
for a split second there, I thought that you had it. You're very close. 1870. 1870.
Okay.
U.S. Grant was the one that signed it.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Okay. Complete these lyrics, Tony. I'd say you probably have the first 3 correct. I know you got the first 2. You probably got the third one. We don't know yet. Complete these lyrics. Rockin' around the Christmas tree, at the Christmas party hop, mistletoe hung where you can see. What comes next? Rockin' around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see.
And have yourself a pop?
That's a good try.
Okay.
Every couple tries to stop.
Okay.
So they're trying to stop at the mistletoe.
Ah.
Don't get any ideas, kids. This lyric has confounded me my entire life. Like, what are they saying? Just that whole block of text just kind of I never could quite figure out what the words were. That's why I chose it. All right, well, you're still doing good. Last question. Let's see if you finish strong. How many Hallmark holiday movies were released in 2024? And
gravy.
released, so we're talking like not just aired, but like
New ones released.
debuted.
Okay.
And holiday is pretty loosely defined here. Hanukkah, winter themed movies. They're not all strictly Christmas movies. And this does not constitute an official rundown endorsement of Hallmark Christmas movies. We all know that they're not exactly the definitive Christmas celebration. But
so how many did Hallmark release in 24?
In 2024, this is according to Forbes.com.
It's new ones that they released, not old ones that they like replayed. Okay.
Right.
New released ones last year. I'll go 12.
It's a little higher than that. It's 32. 32 movies, including the Chiefs one.
What?
Who knows how many they'll have this year. They probably already started releasing them.
I'm sure
it's
they're
May.
on it.
If they haven't released one by now, they've fallen behind.
Boy, howdy, man.
All right, well, Tony, you did a pretty good job on Christmas. We'll find out tomorrow if Erica can best you at this topic.
All right.
I know her Christmas game is strong. So I'm here with Erica Perry.
Hi,
and Erica, welcome to the show. Is this your first time on the Rundown?
It's my first time on the Rundown.
It seemed like that was the case. Why don't you tell the folks watching what it is that you do here?
Okay, well, I am the Director of Ministry Operations here for LifePoint, which means that I get to do a little bit of everything kind of stuff.
You come in here on like Saturday mornings for a few hours, or like, is it a part-time or kind of a
Sunday through Thursday is when I'm here.
So you're full-time.
So full-time.
That does explain why I see you here so much.
Well, except for Fridays, Saturdays, unless I need to do something. But, yeah. So.
And for Kid Life, some of the things that Erica does is she makes the nifty videos. If there's a music video or something, she might be the one behind it. If it's something for me, it's definitely Erica that's doing it because I don't want to try to figure that out.
Different graphics.
And all of our cool cards that have like schedules on them that look really cool, Erica does all that. So she does a lot more than that. But if that's all that she did, that would be worth it to me. Having her here, so we really appreciate everything that Erica does. Erica, you're on this show because you want to compete against Tony. Tony is going to find out if he knows more than you do, and you chose the category.
I know, the pressure is on.
And you chose Christmas.
Real embarrassing if I'm.
And it's okay. These are hard questions. I am a difficult
trivia
tester,
finder.
So this was. Going back to my teaching days, no one wanted to take one of Mr. House's tests.
Oh,
so we'll see how you do. No pressure.
All the pressure.
First question. Which prophet said that Jesus would be born in Bethlehem?
Oh, starting me off. Matthew?
No. It's found in Matthew.
Okay.
The prophet was Micah.
Oh, yeah.
Good try. All right.
Doing great.
It's okay. This is going to be super spiritual. So, per Britannica.com, the modern Christmas tree, a decorated fir tree with biblical tradition around Christmas time, originated around the 16th century in which country? So which?
Bavaria? Like in Germany?
Germany is correct. You got
Okay.
it. You got it. Germany. Very good. See? Not so hard.
Yeah, no.
When was Christmas made a U.S. federal holiday? So what year, I mean, it's been celebrated much longer than this, but what year did it become an official U.S. federal holiday?
1912.
That's not too far off. 1870.
Oh, okay.
1870. All right, you're doing fine. complete the lyrics, and this is where I think you're going to have a little bit of an advantage. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop, mistletoe hung where you can see. What's the next line?
Everybody stops, or
You're very close.
Like-
Every couple tries to stop.
Every couple
You have the
tries to
right
stop.
idea.
Okay.
That's pretty close. You're pretty close on that one. I have no idea what those lyrics are until I had to look it up. And it's like, that's what they're saying. All right, last one. You're almost out of the woods.
Okay.
How many Hallmark holiday movies were released in 2024? Now,
Goodness.
holiday is very loosely defined here to include just winter themes, if there's snow in it, you know, any kind of celebration around December counts as a holiday movie.
And so we're also like, is it just the winter ones or the fall ones and any holiday?
It's only the winter holiday ones, and it's only the ones that were debuted in 2024. So not the ones that, you know, rerunning the thousands of, you know, millions of movies that they made before 2024. And this is according to Forbes. So, I mean, if you can't trust Forbes, who can you trust?
32.
Whoa, you nailed it. That's exactly the right number. Ah! All right, you got Germany. You got 32. Let's see. Tony got Micah, and he got Germany.
Okay.
Gosh, I
Is it
think
a half point for a couple or this tries
he
to
was
stop?
closer on the federal holiday. You were closer on the lyric. I'm going to call this one a tie, and if either of you disagrees with that, you can claim a moral victory and say, Kit said it was a tie, but actually I won this. But very good job. Excellent. I clutch 3 at the buzzer with the 32 there.
There we go.
Very good work. Well, thank you, Erica, for...
Thanks for having me on the rundown.
yeah, thanks for playing along with our little games. Wait to see. Anything else before we go, Tony? I do not plan these, so...
Why? Why is it we've named them in such a way that we drive on parkways and we park in driveways?
Oh, wow, that is a truly deep thought. Yeah.
Haunted me for decades.
Yeah, I'm going to lose some sleep tonight over that
I've
one.
lost sleep for decades over that one. I don't have an answer.
All right, if you got the answer, you can email us at khouse@lifepointozark.com. If you don't have an answer, welcome to the club. And until next time, we will see you later.